Hey there, Aries. Welcome to reading for the week of July 29th. You have this orbiting space card. It says something or someone is orbiting you, wanting to make its presence known. You have this lighthouse card. It says you're a light that can't be hidden, so don't ever try to dim it for anyone. And that is so true, Aries. You are a light, and I think here you need to shine that light very bright with this star card. The star is all about shining your inner light and also, kind of like being an example for other people. So I think we're in a great time for doing that, especially with Pluto going into Aquarius later this year. It'll officially be moving into Aquarius, and it's a great time to just be, sure, we'll take all three. It's a great time to be an example for other people. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. I kind of feel this is like one of those situations where you should really be going for exactly what you want, and I really don't know how to verbalize this, but it's like sometimes in life I feel we do settle, and we kind of say like, instead of going for that big goal, wish, or dream, I'm gonna go for a stepping stone instead, right? And that's kind of the energy I get here. Funny enough, the Two of Pentacles is kind of like a card of juggling and doing too much, but sometimes I feel it is kind of like a little bit of a stepping stone where you are kind of like taking a step before you go for the star, right? The star is your big goal, wish, or dream. It is your North Star. It is the thing that would make you an example for other people or would help you shine. And I kind of feel like this reading is saying there is no other step. I mean, there could be. You could invent steps, but, I kind of feel this first part of the reading is saying keep things simple and just go directly to what you want, right? Do not collect $200. Don't go to jail. Go directly to wherever, towards the star. And I don't know where I was going with that, but I think that there's something you want to accomplish, and really there's no reason to kind of like be juggling or doing too much, right? I think that this is something that you could just have if you created it. And for a lot of you, I feel it's like a goal, wish, or dream, or something that you've always wanted to create in your life. And I feel, just like I said, I feel you should just go for it. The star is also about getting the big picture. There's this bird right here, and the bird represents kind of getting a bird's eye view or looking at things from, the top down. And I feel it would be a good time for you to get a bird's eye view. I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself because I'm pretty sure you get like the Eight of Pentacles with me all the time. And I'm always saying to you, Aries, that you need to like zoom out and look at everything you've done. So definitely could be a repeating message. And those repeating messages are the ones that we really want to pay attention to. Simply putting things into perspective could make your journey towards this goal much easier, because when you put things into perspective, you can see like I've already done 10 times the amount of work this is going to take like 10 times less, so it makes things easier. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to a comfort zone is what I feel for you. And so I feel that it is definitely time to let go of a comfort zone or something that has been comfortable. The Four of Pentacles wants us to kind of like open up, because he's only holding on to these Four of Pentacles, but he might have the potential to achieve 10 of Pentacles, but he has to kind of let go of the Four of Pentacles to have something greater. And that's what I feel for you. It's like some of you right now could be holding on to a situation or a person or whatever that's kind of preventing you from getting the big goal, wish, dream, whatever it is that you want. So let's see. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the King of Cups. King of Cups is about following your heart and kind of like listening to that inner voice that is telling you to go for something, right? The King of Cups has explored his emotions to a very deep level. He's sitting in the middle of the ocean, and he knows exactly what he needs to do, but he just needs to like get up and do it. So I feel it is time for you to like get up and get to work on accomplishing something great or accomplishing something that you've always wanted to accomplish. You have two cards here. With the Star card, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. And so the Five of Pentacles can represent feeling left out in the cold. The Wheel of Fortune is a change in your fortunes. I do feel that a lot of people right now are kind of like in this in-between zone, where we could feel motivated to change our lives in some way, but we could also be afraid of the Four of Pentacles. Like if we let go of something that we have that is kind of working in our lives, then we're going to ruin something that's kind of working, even though it's only kind of working, right? When we could have something better. So it's like you're in this transition, you're in this like middle zone, you're like in purgatory, where you are trying to decide whether or not you want to open up to something new. and you're fearing that if you do let go of something, that you will have nothing. And that's kind of like the feeling I get off of not just these two cards, but the whole entire reading. And, sometimes I do feel we fear the new or the unknown. And, you have two aces right here. And even though the aces are good cards, they both, aces in the tarot represent 0. So they represent basically nothing. And not only that, you start with the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is a card of kind of like something that has potential. And the thing about potential means nothing. Potential means what you put into something. So again, I do feel there are some fears, and here you go. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Moon. So again, I feel like it's the fear of the unknown. I think I said that on the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like I was getting this moon energy, this fear of, should I move forwards, or, should I stay where I am? And I feel like the whole entire reading is really encouraging you to have strength and to move towards the star, especially we go up to the Strength card. Page of Swords is looking over to the star. It's almost like the Page of Swords sees that there could be something that has a lot of potential that could change his fortunes, but he needs to move towards it. And by him, I mean actually just you. So get moving. In the area of what's coming in for you, you have this activation card. It says you're activating your soul's purpose and receiving gifts. There you go. You have a student. It says read books on finance to expand your knowledge. Yeah, I think the quickest way to overcome fear is education, right? So just learning. You don't even have to read a book. You could watch a YouTube video. You could go learn from a person that you look up to or that you know. And so whatever, if there are any fears going on here, I think that learning from other people could probably be your best bet. And that's exactly what I would do. Pretty simple. You have the Four Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I think like everybody else, you've been disappointed a lot in the past. The Four Cups, he has these 3 cups in front of him, which kind of represent, him being disappointed by what he has received. And now he's getting a new offer, but he is not accepting it because he is afraid that he's going to be disappointed again. The thing with the Four Cups is I always say, like, maybe he's trying to manifest a cake, and he's manifested the flour, the sugar, the eggs. He has all the ingredients. He just needs to mix it all together and pop it in the oven. So I think that the Four Cups is saying to you that it's time to mix all those experiences, everything you've been through. It's time to mix it all together and to get the gold. I am a big fan of getting the gold for what you've been through, right? And so most people, they just go through pain and they just, kind of live in the pain instead of taking the pain, taking the lessons and saying, what can I earn from this, or what can I get from this situation? And I feel like that's a stage that you're in. It's kind of like you're saying, how can I get something great from all these situations, all these things I learned from, and how can I turn it into something better? Like I said earlier, I think that you see that there's something better, Page of Swords. He is looking over at something that could change his fortunes, but he needs to, get curious about it. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity. He is kind of looking at those things. He's interested in doing something, which, I feel like you are interested in making a change or doing something in your life. And the Page of Swords just says, move towards your curiosity, do something, take that tiny first step and, have the strength here with the Strength card to do it. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. Really funny. It's almost like sometimes, I'll say this. Sometimes I read and I feel like a card doesn't really belong in the reading, if that makes sense. Like, it's part of the reading, sure, but it's almost like this is totally separate. But what I would say is that I feel I get a very weird message here that some of you, it's like you see what you want to do, or you see something that could bring blessings even, because we go up to the Ten of Cups here in your reading, but you don't have the resources. And I kind of do feel that some of you could be receiving resources. It could be literally money, but it could also just be information or news or, whatever, that someone is sending you that helps you on this journey. So if you feel like you're lacking something or you don't have something you need, I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is like an offer of something that you will need to get started. And it's almost like you're just getting something you need. With the Four of Cups, you have the Hierophant. Yeah, this is probably like a divinely guided opportunity that you're working on here. The Hierophant is kind of part of your journey. The Hierophant is also the teacher, and, learning could be very important for you, like we already said. But the Hierophant has 3 stages to his crown. They represent initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery. So a lot of you are kind of like on this path to mastering a craft or, mastering something in your life that could lead to the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups does not have to be love. I actually don't think, there is a little bit of love here, but I feel like this reading is really, mostly talking about work or the things that you do day to day. And I feel like you are just mastering life with the Hierophant. With the Page of Swords, you have the Temperance card. Like I said, with the Four of Cups, he's mixing two cups together. And so I feel like this is saying you need to look at all the experiences that you've had. You need to mix all that knowledge and wisdom together, and that's where you will develop the strength that is going to move you forward. So sometimes I feel that the Temperance card is about just mixing things together, like I said, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You can't make this up. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I literally said it at the beginning of the reading. I think like the past 4 to 6 readings for you, at least, Aries, have had the Eight of Pentacles. And I always get this feeling of you kind of working too hard and you needing to take a pause and to look at all the skills that you have. Because I feel like whatever you want to do next, it will make whatever you want to do next much, much easier. Because you're saying, oh, I've already kind of done all this work. I've already accomplished a lot more. So really, this isn't going to be that hard. And I kind of get that feeling on the Ace of Pentacles, on the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Nourishment and Transformation card. We'll start with these two, and this Desire and Attraction card. So these were the first two cards that came out, and I feel that taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, is always important. I feel like you are attracted to an idea because of that Star and the Page of Swords. Again, the Page of Swords is simply curious about a new idea, so he's kind of attracted to it, and he naturally wants to move towards it, and that's what I feel this is saying, is you're moving towards something that seems like a good idea. You have this anchor. It says stability and security. I feel like you are creating more stability and security in your life. I think I said this last time as well. You are born so close to Taurus. I think that Taurus really has a major focus on stability, security, freedom. And I think because you're born right next to Taurus, you also kind of are getting a little bit of that Taurus energy that we've been having for the last year or so. And plus we still have Uranus and Taurus. And so you might have a strong desire for stability and freedom. You have the Strength card, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this Strength card is saying you've already done the hard work. You've already done the hardest work, and now it's time to show your strength to the world by accomplishing something great, or manifesting your dream, or something that you've been thinking about. The Strength card is a display of strength. People are seeing how strong she is because she has her hands in a lion's mouth. So all the people in her life can see it. And again, I really feel, this reading could be saying a little bit that you are becoming the star, or you are becoming a star to people, which is great. You have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing. Again, if you want love, this could say that there is an opportunity going this way for love. And 10 of Cups is pretty much, everything you want and desire in a connection. It's, happy home, happy family. There could be a person rushing in with a message or something like that. I feel like someone here is maybe more focused on work. Could be you, could be them, could be both of you. So it might move a little slow, but it's Mercury retrograde, so take your time. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. He's looking at those Seven Pentacles and saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it for me to keep working on these Pentacles, or is there something different? And so I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of making a change in the way that you work. And, that's been very obvious since, I would say a couple months ago. With the Strength card, you have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you only have so much strength, right? And the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, but it's also about making sure that you are giving to the right situations, not the wrong situations. So you only have so much energy, and I feel that this is talking about you balancing your energy and not giving too much to people, places, and things that don't deserve it. And I really just feel this is saying, watch your energy. Mercury retrograde. We have Mars going retrograde at the end of the year in Leo as well. And that Mars retrograde in Leo, Leo is our vitality, our life force. And I think that we all should, kind of practice that. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. I feel like you might be interested in someone that gets a lot of attention, or vice versa. Maybe you get a lot of attention. I mean, you are an Aries, so you probably do. But you could be interested in someone who really stands out, or there is a lot of competition for the person. But, I don't know. I would say go for it, Aries. It looks pretty good to me. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, I think that this could be a good person for you if you have your eye on a person. I feel like I'm only talking to two of you, so, take it how it resonates. But, that's what I get off the Five of Wands. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Tower. Yeah, it's like, the Tower with the Seven of Pentacles says to me that if you don't make the change, the universe is going to make the change for you. So you are definitely being led. I really don't feel like this is a bad Tower. We also have the Star in this reading. So whenever we have the Tower and the Star is healing from a Tower moment. So I wouldn't worry too much about the Tower. But what I would say is it's like, the Seven of Pentacles, I feel, is saying you already, whatever you've been working on, you already know what you're going to get out of the situation. And, I think that the Tower is kind of saying it's time for you to enter a new reality and to build something new. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Reclaim Your Power card, and this Rhino Spirit says overcome any obstacle. So if you've been dealing with obstacles, which I feel a lot of you have, I feel like you are kind of charging through those obstacles. That Panther Spirit that says reclaim your power, we have the Strength card, and so I feel a lot of you, are developing your strength, or you are becoming stronger. The Panther is also about kind of like purging, getting rid of toxic vibes or toxic energy, and this could be anything. It could be bad behaviors, it could be bad people, could be anything, but whatever it is, I think it would be, it is, again, this is like another energy that I think is a collective energy right now, that getting rid of, toxic things, toxic habits, whatever, is probably a really good idea for everyone. You have the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. The Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, so there could be really good stuff coming in for you after a difficult period of time. I do feel, for those of you that want love, this could be a really solid connection that's coming in for you. Even here, we have like a very hardworking person, could be a water sign, going to the Hierophant, marriage, Six of Pentacles to the Strength card, someone who's very strong, someone who's very giving, and then Ten of Cups, someone who wants a family. So again, some of you really could be attracting, a very solid person here. You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords normally would represent rushing, but in the area of the good stuff, it, to me, is a card of building momentum, and I feel that the energy is building in your life. It's like I feel like, day by day, you are being pushed in towards working on something new, especially like in the areas of your life that you work on. So that could be like your health, wealth, happiness, it could be whatever areas of your life you are working on. And I feel like you keep getting nudged in a new direction. And I feel like once you start working on this new direction, you will take off. So I would definitely, if you're feeling a pull to, start anything new, I would definitely do it, especially at this time. You have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior, but in the area of the good stuff, the Nine of Wands kind of represents experimentation or trying new things. So I think it would be an amazing time for you to try new things. This is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I think it would be a great time for experimentation for you. But let's see where this is going for you. Let's see. With the Ten of Cups, you have the World, yes. So definitely an accomplishment or an achievement coming in for you with that Ten of Cups. This could also be like you feeling like you've reached the top of the world is kind of what's popping into my head. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be feeling just on top of the world, feeling really happy. With the Knight of Swords, you have the King of Wands, you showing up here. Whenever you show up as yourself, it really puts you in a position of power and strength, allows you to get what you want from a reading. So I feel for a lot of you, this is just you, how you appear in this reading. And the King of Wands is about, kind of really being bold, assertive, really trying to make things happen in your life. So I feel like you could really be accomplishing a lot with the King of Wands. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Three of Swords. So again, in the area of the good stuff, this would actually say that you could be healing from a past heartbreak, or maybe you did have a heartbreak or something heartbreaking happened to you in the past. And now, because it's showing up in the good stuff, you are releasing it and you are opening back up to the potential for, like love, a connection, whatever. You have this rabbit, it says too much concern with sexual matters. I'm actually going to pull this card too. It says Spirit says heartache over what you no longer have. So again, you could have been dealing with a person who is like this. And I feel like that's where that heartbreak could be coming in. So you're like opening up to a new person. You have this frying pan that says trouble, accusations on it. So again, this person could be accusing you of something. I would just ignore it. Mars retrograde this year, even though it's not till the end of the year, I always say Mars retrograde years, I would completely ignore anything anyone says about you or behind your back, because that's how Mars retrograde works. Just ignore it, and they are the one that will look guilty. You have this angel card. It says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yeah, we do see a lot of protection, spiritual guidance here. Nine of Wands even is card of protection. Temperance, Hierophant. So clearly you are being guided and protected. You have this door. It says opportunities are waiting for you. I think this sums up the reading right here, this door card. It's like saying, that there is a door that needs to be opened, and it's on the other side of you starting something new or different, which comes up in all your readings. I think it's kind of like your master plan, Aries. It's like, everything you've been working on up until this point has been teaching you like how you're going to accomplish something that is going to put you on top of the world with that world card. And all you have to do now is like mix all your skills together, mix everything you learn together, and you'll be on top of the world. You have this pale card. It says time to get out of a situation. Yeah, if you're, like I said, if you're needing to cleanse or purge or remove anything from your life, I think that is a great thing for you to be doing, is to like watch your energy. So pretty interesting. I like this. Very simple. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.